Welcome to Socially Acceptable, the show that humanizes influence the LA way. I'm Miss Corrie, Renee.
And I am SB Press. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't just get in the DMs, leave it on the the YouTube and everything too, so everybody can see how much a part of this you guys are.
Absolutely.
Just like our proud sponsors.
Who are they?
All right, so we got Dead Fresh Crew.
Okay.
We got Stussy.
Yep.
We got King Vision.
Oh.
We got Shoe Pugs.
Oh my gosh.
We got Happy Dads.
Yeah.
And we got Califino.
Benito.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a journey. It's almost a year, Press, since we've been doing this.
I know. We going strong.
I know.
We going strong. And the one thing I can definitely say is that our chemistry for a lot of people has just been just over the top, because everyone that's on the other side of the couch has been raving about it.
Okay.
They definitely
He said, just so you know, we're going to give our own selves our compliment. Okay.
1,000%, pat ourselves on the back, we do it for ourselves.
All right now. Well, I would take it. With that being said, what's your emoji?
So my emoji, because we got something coming up, very important. It's just the hands over the eyes, the eyes on the prize.
Oh my gosh.
So you can still see through it. But I'm really excited for what's to come.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited for the next go around, what we're saying year 2.
Oh my gosh.
And then just, keep on flourishing and keep on making this great.
Okay. I ain't mad at that at all.
That's right. What's your emoji?
My emoji would definitely be the hallelujah hands.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Because y'all know I done come in here with some emojis. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And today is more of the upliftment type vibes, just because, I'm the type to where it's like, I get kind of afraid to say that I'm having a good day because I don't want to jinx myself. So today I am leaning all the way into what I feel God is doing, which is giving us a season of overflow.
1,000%.
So I'm just really grateful to him and to you and to Ken and everybody surrounding us right now that we are just moving in such grace, gratitude, and speed.
Yes.
And I'm just excited for what's to come, just like you are, Press. And I'm super excited for this next guest, because he's Inglewood. Okay, in a hood.
Always up to no good.
All day.
But he do good for the community.
Every day.
Right? All right, y'all. He love the kids. He love the kids.
Oh, that part. And he's kind of into shoes.
Kind of?
Kind of. So much so that he made it a career.
Kind of, yeah,
Tight vibe.
Hey, I ain't mad at it at all.
Yeah.
Gotta respect it, as a fellow shoehead myself.
Okay.
So, Corrie, who we got in the house today?
Without further ado, y'all give it up for Trey Holmes!
Yes.
Man, that was an introduction right there. I would love for y'all to do that one more time, though. I felt that energy.
Encore presentation.
Do y'all mind doing that one more time?
All right.
He's serious!
Like, for real.
He wants to
one more time. I like
that.
Right.
Let's try to improv this again.
Oh my gosh. Y'all gonna have to pay me for the next one. I'm sorry.
I was waiting for that.
I like that.
Yes.
I felt the energy, but we can take it up one more notch.
Oh my God, I give you that.
Press, come on, baby. Come on, man.
All right now.
You got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a fellow shoehead in the building.
Yes, sir.
Right? Make sure that, y'all get really acquainted with the man that's not making noise just for Inglewood, but noise for the entire city of LA. All right? We got none other than Mr. Trey Holmes in the building from
Yes, sir.
Inglewood. Up to no good.
There we go.
Up to no good.
There we go.
Yes.
We go. Yeah, insert that.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate
warms my
you.
heart, man.
Yeah.
warms
we
my
really
heart.
appreciate you for being here. Thank you.
I'm locked and loaded, ready to go. Man.
Okay.
So with that said,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, so without further ado, the X factor of this episode is the keys to leveling up.
Oh.
All right, and brother, you done leveled up. You got Inglewood looking and feeling like how I used to feel in Fairfax.
Support.
All right. And I really mean that, because that's the culture that I basically came up from, being able to see, a lot of people waiting in line and stuff.
Sure.
But can you talk about the transition that you've made from your first shop to now in Inglewood, and also just how important it is for you to be a part of the community?
Absolutely, man. It's my first job was Taco Bell. I used to work for Taco Bell, but
we love Taco Bell.
To fast forward, I spent a bulk of my early 20s in banking. I was in banking, used to work for Bank of America and JP Morgan Chase, and learned a lot, was surrounded by smart individuals, elite individuals. So to be able to transfer what I've learned, seen, taught in that, let's say, industry, to bring it over to where I'm at now, I think it has a lot of reasons why we are successful. Is to continue to elevate not just the product. I think the product, not to downplay it, can sell itself, but the excellent customer service, right? That's what we want to thrive on, is to be able to meet people where they are, to be able to grow relationships. And I think that we've done that. And there's still a lot of work to do, but banking has taught me a lot about business, of course. So that's where my forte was. So to be able to translate that over, convert that over to where I'm at in the sneaker world, it's been amazing.
Yeah. Why shoes exactly? Where does that passion come from?
Great question. My passion for shoes came from playing ball, right? I was, grew up playing in the YMCA, played AAU ball, rim rockers for life. We used to beat up on the slam and jams, as everybody knows, the ARCs, as everybody knows, but the rim rockers, man, we were South LA, like gyms, GEMS, right? So we were coached well, taught well. But my love for sneakers came from that basketball world. Grew up with, the Penny Hardaways, Vince Carter Shocks, and the Grant Hill Filas, right? That was the upper echelon type shoe. So that's kind of where it all began. But I, as I was telling press behind the stages, right, is that I didn't have a crazy love for sneakers. I had a crazy love for business.
Oh, that's interesting, because somebody that is like press, who is knee deep in the knowledge as well as the fashion eye of it, and the type of conversations that you guys have going back and forth, I would not have noticed that. I wouldn't have known that it wasn't in you as much. So that's a testament to you, because as a business person, to just be able to pick up on something so keen and be able to have such an effortless conversation with the shoe head as Preston. That's pretty impressive.
I've done my homework for sure. You can't be in the space without doing your homework. That's like, talking to a rapper, right, who don't know certain producers, right? You just, whether you have met them or not, but you got to know who's, who's in your space, who are the, the gatekeepers, let's say the important people in the room. So that's kind of, to speak for my industry, is that, you got to know what you're talking about, because people come to you as the expert, and I feel that I'm a sneaker expert.
Hey. Say it, brother. Say it. Say it, brother. Hey. So you do have a twin brother. Okay. And with that being said, how impactful has he been in your journey of leveling up?
Wow. First and foremost, I'm the big dog.
Okay.
Respect my 5 minutes, man.
I was setting it up for
Shout out to Mom. Mom, thanks for pushing me out first, man. But man, it's been crazy growing up with a twin. And I can still remember growing up that everybody who didn't have a twin, like, I wish I had a twin so I could skip class, or so I could, so we can both date these girls, and all that type of stuff, right? And it was like, oh, if I pinch you, does he feel it? I'm like, so like those stories, but they're real. They're real. But my brother, 5 minutes younger than me, I would say smarter than me to a degree, right? He's a college graduate. you know, he's the guy in that world. But growing up with a twin brother, and I would say younger brother, because I felt like I always had a responsibility. So even though we were the same age and celebrated birthdays together and stuff like that, but my brother has been impactful to me because he's a lot more patient than I am. And I think that balance is good, right? I think I'm a lot more raw than my brother is. He is, or he tries to be a lot more polished than I am. And I mean, and that's okay. Kudos to him. But it's kind of like that yin yang with us, right? Okay. You know, he's going to kind of like jab you and I'm coming with the knockout punch. So, but very impactful in a sense of always having somebody who would understand, with life as a young Black individual growing up in LA. I grew up off 112th and Butlong, 99th in Vermont. So having somebody to walk to the bus with every day was a dope thing because it was always two of us, which probably steered people away. I can probably remember on my hand how many times me and my brother were banged on, probably once or twice. And I lived in the inner city. But I think the way we carried ourselves and, by the grace of God, man, we were able to go through life with a whole lot of smiles on our face. So that's dope.
And that church.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That church. Hey, amen. Yes. Praise the
we
Lord.
Love God here.
Yeah,
for sure. Acceptable.
Man, can't forget about that, man. Yeah. Yeah.
So when it comes to being a business person and you both starting small, what has starting small taught you that starting on a bigger scale never could?
Wow. Reminds me of when I was getting out of high school, and similar to probably some other students, is that, you're on FAFSA, right? And you're applying for these universities. Everybody want to go to USC, UCLA, HBCU this and HBCU that, and if you wasn't getting a full ride, you start to think about like, damn, can my parents afford this? Can I afford this? Can my financial aid cover this? But to be able to contrast that to say, man, I went to a junior college that was in walking distance from where I lived, was able to not just say humble me, but to know that there's steps to success, right? There's steps to getting to your destination, and I haven't reached my destination yet. I feel like I'm a credit card. I'm always revolving. There's never a closed door with me. I'm always gonna, use my card, pay it off, and use it again, right? A loan is like you get the money, you pay it off, and then you're done, right? So always a revolving door. But I think starting small allowed me to connect, right? Not to forget about people who've helped me, but not to forget about people who are on right beside me. And I was able to be a mentor, a motivational person versus coming in there with my, chin all up, chest all out, and still how we call it wet behind the ears. Cause I'm still figuring it out too. I'm still bumping my head, even with the knowledge that I have from banking. When you step in that entrepreneurial world, it's a monster and you got to be wired a little bit differently. So I think starting small allow us to grow properly. And that's why I think we can say that we have the success that we've had now.
You mentioned humble.
Yeah.
Can you talk about a time early in your journey that you had a humbling moment, but it allowed you to level up and you're still using today?
Man, I would say, you go in thinking that you got all the right answers, right? I have a notebook. Everybody writes in a notebook. You figuring out, you brainstorming, and when I say I'm old school, I'm one of the ones that's drawing a bubble right here in the middle. Says TILT, and I branch out and be like, hey, okay, sneakers, okay, clothing, all the other connecting pieces to it, right? And we first opened, and my first 6 or 7 months, it's like ghost town, right? You gotta think, I opened up in Inglewood, Manchester and 7th Avenue, right? And, I let everybody decide, where that's at, right? But to say say or to go in thinking that I'm good looking, I'm smart. This is gonna work right now.
There's
no way
it's gonna work.
That smile is gonna get me millions.
Right? It's like it's gonna work.
I know my
You
stuff.
feel what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody about to out talk me or nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
1,000%.
So, but to actually open those doors, and you may see one person, and then that one person reaction is like, is this shit in here legit? Right? No, seriously, right? And that's our first 6 to 8 months of TILT Inglewood, right? It's so yeah, that was humbling to say, you know what? I gotta take a step back and be able to know that I can speak sneaker language, speak and relate to the community that I'm dealing with, right? Because at that point, I'm not getting the Hollywood folks. I'm not getting Melrose folks.
Right.
Mind you, a good portion of those folks are passing me up to get to Melrose because that's the cool side. It's the safe side. It's the side that has already been jumping, right? They've already proven themselves in a sense, right? What this young black dude gonna do right here with a 900 square feet space selling sneakers? You feel what I'm saying? So it was
yeah, for real.
It was definitely humbling, you know, not making no money in the early beginning. And then, you know, you get your peers, right? My sister is a big advocate, right? Was like, man, you sure you want to do this? You know? And then you know, you go home and be like, Trey, you sure you want to do this? This is, you know, so, and I always tell young entrepreneurs, I don't care how old you are, you gotta be wired differently if you want to step in that entrepreneur world. I don't care if you're selling hot dogs like these two twins in Long Beach. You gotta be different, right? I don't care if you're selling toothpaste or whatever you're doing, you gotta be a different animal inside. So that's my 2 cents on that.
I definitely understand that way too well.
I'm
way too
floored.
well.
I'm like, period, point blank.
You've kept it solid so far, my brother. Now it's time for you to keep it peak. All right. So I give you a choice between pleasure, passion, or pain.
Yeah.
You pick one of the three. We allow you to, you know, talk about it.
Oh wow.
Let us know how it made you feel. So pleasure, passion, or pain, brother.
For the sake of conversation, let's go passion.
Okay, so I definitely understand what it feels like to get an autograph from somebody. On a shoe, on a jersey, on something. What does that really feel like, being someone asking you for yours?
Wow.
And the passion that you get from, you know, being a part of somebody's journey, because that's a big thing. It's like asking your favorite individual for their autograph. What'd that feel like?
It felt like I made it to the league. You know, my brother and I were kids who played AAU travel ball. And as mentioned, all the way through high school, I'm like, I'm going to the NBA. I'm going to the NBA. I'm like, and I promise you, if my brother was here, we used to write on a freaking piece of paper. I'm like, bet. The normal guys are scoring about 15, 17 points a game. So God think, if I'm in a game, if I get 4 points a quarter, I'm at 12 points. I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? That's a league. And hustle, I'm gonna get 3 or 4 rebounds. I'm like, that's what the bare minimum guy is doing. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Like I'm gonna do it, if not more. I'm like, man, I might be a 20-point scorer. Right? And then for that reality to say, you know, what else you got in the tank, bro? Because that ain't, you know what I'm saying? But this moment right here, and I don't want to downplay it, is because at this time, I had no clue this guy is coming in first and foremost. I can live at this moment as if it was just today, right? Guy found us on TikTok. All right. And I'm not a crazy TikToker, right? We post similar videos, post on Instagram, and I'm not, TikTok is for the young guys. for the young gals. You know, I'm over the hill.
For the kiddos.
Almost, right?
Yeah.
But to be able to say, you know what, man, it's a part of my industry. It's a part of my world. It's a part of business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I gotta do that, man. But when this guy came in, he asked me, and you know, he's shopping. It happened at the end. It's like, man, Trey, man, I think he's from Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, fucking Ohio. I've never been to Cleveland. To say, you know what, man, I'm about to hop on my flight a little later, man, but I've watched you, right? And he didn't get into, he can speak for himself, but something resonated with him. Like, man, that's me. He could be saying that. He's like, that's who I wanted to be, right? So to be able to, for him, and mind you, and respectfully, this ain't no 15-year-old kid or 17-year-old kid. It's a grown adult. So the respect that he has, the maturity that he has to ask another man who I'm not famous. I'm not Michael Jordan, not Kobe, not LeBron, to say, yo, you know what, man? You mind signing this for me, bro? It felt like I made the league, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say this before you move on, is that if you can tell, I just didn't sign it. I left a message.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I did that, because I didn't want to devalue his moment because I thought it was just regular. I'm like, nah, man. This man traveled to California, made a stop on Manchester and 7th Ave, got out of his Uber or rental car, walked in the store, shopped, bought something, and then got the courage to say, you know what, man, I respect you so much. Let me, so that was important.
That was beautifully said.
Yeah.
Like, I literally felt everything you spoke. Yeah. I could see my own self in the moment as you spoke it.
Yeah.
And it's very true.
Sure.
Because, like, to be fearless like that does take a lot of courage.
Sure.
And I would say to you, this is not by mistake.
Yeah.
Or it's not going to be the last of moments like that. I think just from this conversation,
yeah,
you're somebody so special.
Yeah.
You have a journey and you have an anointing. And I've learned that from being in this room.
Yeah.
Identifying it and seeing it, what it looks like. Yeah. And I'm really excited for you and your brother.
Man, I appreciate that. And then the funny, I'm a lot slimmer now. I look chubby in the face, I've been on my gym, I've been on my, I ain't gonna call it Herbalife, but I've been on my stuff, man. I had to trim down a little bit, eating good. You start making a little money, start eating good, I ain't going to Taco Bell. I'm going, I'm going,
so they be seeing the videos that we post when we be out as a team, eating good over here, feeling good. Yes. Yeah. But nah, it just means the most because those are moments that a lot of people live for. And like you said, he had the courage to not just come the distance that he did, but ask. Yeah. Some of us will be in the same room with somebody that we like or may admire and stuff. I don't like to say idolize, but we have admiration for, and we're thinking too much of like, oh, they're too good or I'm not good enough or just not being, fully aware of what you bring to the table.
Sure.
You may add some value in that conversation that you have with the next person and vice versa. So
absolutely.
That meant a lot, brother.
Absolutely.
All right. So we have kept a P with press.
That's right. Wow. That's right.
So now it's time to get caught up in the comments
with
Miss Corrie Renee.
That's right.
See how that flows.
Yeah. I like that.
So in honor of your brother, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Kev, Big Kev.
The brothers.
They're happy and they're singing and they're colored.
Give me a high five.
Hey, so what I wanted to do is basically read the comment below, which is, Honestly, I still don't know who is who.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and set the record straight.
Yeah.
How do we tell you two apart?
Oh, man. I feel like it's gotten easier.
Okay.
You know, he's doing, I don't know what this hairstyle is called.
I knew you were going to say something.
It's like,
I knew.
How you walk in the shop and be like, I tell every barber, I'm like, you know what, man? Call this the Kev special.
Oh my God.
Because I'm saying, like, how do you put in the chair? Like, how do you get in the chair and be like, yeah, give me that.
Give me that. Give me that.
Right? You know, he got the sponge, he got the little thing that he do his hair with. So that's a giveaway. You know, I'm still elegant, you know, waves, you know, short hair, line up. But some people could tell us apart by I'm a little thicker. But I think more so people can tell us apart. Mind you, still 90% of America still can't tell us apart, but I don't see why. But the 10% that can, it's the way we speak, our energy, you know.
Okay, so you have to be like having an interaction with you. We can't see it just from aesthetics.
Hold on. Do y'all know which one is me?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go ahead,
It's
Chris.
the one on the right.
Is that you on the right?
With the Watts or the one with the
one with the shorts, right?
The shorts. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a little thicker. Yeah. I'm a little thicker, you know.
Shoulders, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. You know, I ain't going over with that.
Good deal.
He said he eating good, man.
I'm gonna keep that meat on my bones.
You get a little bit of smut, you start eating good.
But that's little bro. But if you're meeting it for this first time, you're gonna be like, damn, y'all look alike.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, like once you get 3 or 4 times, you pay attention less to the look and more about like what comes out of our mouth.
Okay. So it's the synergy from within, like it's the mannerisms.
Yeah. It's that. It's the okay. It's that. Yeah. Okay. I talk with my hands a lot.
Animated.
That's why I got this cup. I'm like,
that's why I'm holding my phone.
I
hold my phone every episode.
I'm gonna get on like I'm in that pulpit. I'm preaching to the people. So I can get on there and do that. But for the most part, less about the looks now, outside of the hair and me being a little thicker. Mind you, I didn't use chubby or thicker. I like being thick.
No problem. You know what I'm saying? Listen, from one thick person to another.
And it's crazy.
I get it.
Lastly though, you know what's crazy too? Our styles are a little bit different.
Okay. Right? In what sense of the word?
Well, for the record.
For the record.
That was a comma.
For the record, I dressed my brother.
What?
I mean, this is your straightaway. You can go ahead and say, let the world know too.
For the world.
Oh my gosh.
TILT Inglewood has about 40,000 followers. TILT Studios has about 25,000 followers. So for those 65,000 followers, how many followers y'all got?
We working on it.
We're working on it.
We working on it.
But for the few thousand you guys have, and the new ones who will scroll down and watch this. I dress my twin brother. He comes to me for fashion tips, fashion advice, and because we live in a close radius, on everything I love, that man will pull up to my house before that man go out and be like, yo, I'm good.
I'm good.
Come on, man. I tell no lies.
Let it be known.
That 5 minutes really did a doozy.
Respect that 5 minutes.
That 5 minutes.
Respect that 5 minutes.
Did all this.
That's right.
However, could you see yourself going through... Damn it, kid. Could you see yourself going through life without him? Both personal and business-wise. That's my last question.
Damn.
Yeah, we like to cut deep.
Yeah. On the growing up side, becoming the man who I am now, he's a huge reason for who I am now. Is because if you always have somebody there to push you, then like there is no excuse. Like there is no excuse, right? And it's like I didn't have like I have an older brother, but I didn't have that older brother who was there to push little bro. Like, come on, like that. So I kind of use him as that, like, or we use each other as that, right? We're gonna challenge each other, right? We didn't get in a lot of fist fights, but a lot of tuggle, you know, being kids, teenagers, even young adults, when we lived together. On the business side, we are different, and I won't hide that, you know. And the reason why I can say that because me and bro talked about it right before, so it's not, oh, this is coming out the closet type news, but we are different, and what I mean by that is that my brother is safe, I'm not safe. Right? If there's a risk in front of me that I can turn that risk into revenue, right? Don't steal that, y'all. Right? Risk into revenue.
I mean, it's clipped. It's gonna be on record.
You know, that's you. That's
that
all you, brother.
That one's gonna be the first up.
Trademark that. But I'm all for it. You know. Breaking news. Right?
Break it down now.
Breaking news, and y'all gonna get the first clip of it.
Please.
Put it out there.
Y'all heard that?
Right?
Socially acceptable.
And it's monumental and not monumental, not cliche, but I'm opening up a barbershop right next to TILT.
Oh, snap.
You know?
Yeah.
And brother be like, oh, you sure?
Yeah.
I said, you put a risk in front of me, and if I can see the reward and revenue, I'm going.
I can already see it.
Because I tell not only people, I tell myself, there's no better time than right now. It's about winning right now. I'm not a sports franchise. I'm not building a team to win 5 years from now. I'm betting on myself. And self is ready to win right now. Self is ready to win right now.
That's it. I'm like, what are we supposed to say after that? Like,
I'm ignited.
Yep. Activated. Thank you.
No, sincerely.
Thank you for being here. And that will be the first clip up. Go ahead and you guys follow at Socially Acceptable on Instagram right now, so you can make sure to see the best clips that's about to come out for this episode. Where can we find you? For the people, our audience, and people on Instagram, YouTube who have just fallen in love with you, where can you find you?
And TikTok.
Where can we find you?
So, business-wise, TILT.Inglewood, TILT.Inglewood.
Always up to no good.
Right, middle of this month, which is August of 2025, we'll be opening up TILT Studios, TILTX Studios. Crazy energy will be there. Podcast platform, pop-ups, meet and greets, everything under the umbrella will be there. And then, of course, I haven't got a name for the barbershop, so wait on that.
Okay.
But on the personal sides, I am Trey Holmes. IAMTREYHOLMES, like Sherlock. And the reason why I went with TREY, can I say this?
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Exit, man. I remember, I think Drake said it in a song, but I feel like I've said it before Drake because I'm a little older than Drake, right? He said something like, man, somebody didn't think I was going to be bigger than Trey Songz, right? And I'm not here to diss Trey Songz, but the reason why I went with TREY is because I used to listen to a lot of Trey Songz music. So more than a disrespect, there's respect to him. Is that why I went with TREY versus just the TRE, like my name is. So I am Trey Holmes on Instagram. TikTok is tilt.inglewood. But man, I've had a pleasure sitting down with you guys. It was crazy. I was at work today, you know, no days off, man. I was at work today.
That's facts.
Crazy busy, a lot of back to school shopping, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, man, But on my mind, I was thinking about you guys because I always want to be able to put my best foot forward, because not only do I want to make myself look good, I want to make sure you guys look good. And I think that's what we call a win-win situation, right? That's a win-win relationship, right? That's somebody who I want to do business with, right? And I throw out quotes and stuff like that. And I'm going to leave everybody with this. I did not come up with this. Somebody did. And it's probably still anonymous, but I thrive on this, right? You can move a mountain by first moving the small stones. Mm. And it just simply means the mountain is this big, I can't get over this mountain, right? And and the mountain is whatever obstacle you're going through in life. It could be relationship, it could be financial, it could be spiritual, it could be physical, entrepreneurial world, right? You can move the fucking mountain. First, you just move the small stones. Peace.
Move that bitch. Okay?
You heard her.
Let's go.
She ain't playing,
Trey,
y'all.
I love you.
Man.
We are about to log out, you guys. Just so you know, Trey, we do this every episode where we go back to socially acceptable on Instagram, hit the DM and see who is actually interacting and engaging. Mm-hmm. And we want to shout out our girl, Miss E Baby XOXOXO. Okay. Yes, and before your interview, it was Miss Tammy Mack of KGLH, and she came by, and her question to Tammy Mack was, when is her next play? Like, when is she going to be on her next play, stage show? Because that is her thing outside of the Tammy Mack show. Yeah. So your biggest bet is to go ahead and follow our big sis, okay? That's good right. Sis that we love so much, at the Tammy Mack show, so that you can know full throttle, like what it is, where it's gonna be, and all of that amazing stuff. Because Tammy don't put it down until it's super ready to go.
That's right.
Okay, so you guys be sure to keep it locked here. Press, do you have anything?
Just watch the latest and greatest episode. Thank you for being here, brother. Absolutely. I'm definitely gonna come and get some shoes. Absolutely. Shoe Pugs don't be mad about that.
We still love you, Shoe Pugs.
I still love y'all. Yes. But I definitely want to, bless him, how he's been a blessing to the community, man.
Absolutely.
Big ups to you, man.
Amen.
Appreciate that.
And there you have it, you guys. This has been Socially Acceptable.
Peace.